Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Wolf Pup 16 BHS travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration when parking. On your campsite, be plenty of room for that big awning to come in and out. On your off campsite, I want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. Your water is going to be toward the front of the unit on your driver's side of your tow vehicle, and your power is going to be just above your tire on the same side of the tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook your hitch, first thing you do is level your unit. Simply go left to bring it down, right to bring it up until you've got your unit level. Once it is level, next thing you do is stabilize it. On 4 corners unit, got these 3/4 inch socket stabilizing jacks. Crank these down. As I do, I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads will protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris. Hot blacktop in the summer, it'll better distribute the weight. You're only going to run these down until they're taut. Once you have any type of resistance on your hand crank, go ahead and stop, because remember, our unit's already level. All we're trying to do at this point is stabilize it. So you got one of these on each corner. Go ahead and get them down. You got your unit level, stable. Now we can go ahead and hook up our power and water. Big long 30 amp cord comes with this. Where these fear amps plug in now. So they go into the left. Once it's in, wiggle it to the right and put on your gray washer. At the end of that 30 amp service, should you need to plug into a 110, there's a 30 to 15 amp adapter that can go on there. Got your power hooked up. Let's hook up our water. At the campsite, you will hook up to city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit here. Hook that up, hook up your hose, but don't turn your hose on yet. Right to the left of this is your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point, folks, is making sure our drain plug's back in. Throw some plumber's tape around that, not putty. Putty will gum up on you. Get that in there nice and snug. There's an 1 1/8 socket. Get that in there nice and tight, and then you can go ahead and turn that hose on. Now, after that hose has been on for a little while, I want you to go inside and open up your water taps. Once all the air is out of the line, you got a nice steady flow of water going through them. Shut them off, and then you can turn on your hot water heater from indoors. Underneath here is an electric element, on-off switch. It is set to off. The only time you ever want to turn this on here, as well as indoors, is if you are hooked up to 110. Otherwise, just turn it on indoors. Hot water heater doesn't seem to be working. Come check these resets. They will bubble out. All you have to do is press them back in, and that'll reset your hot water heater. Now, let's say you're going to go camping and you're not going to use city water at a campsite. We're going to go dry camping or boondocking. In that case, we're going to simply fill up our freshwater or potable water tank. No need for a water pressure regulator here. Simply use a hose. 2 ways to tell when this is full. 1, there's an overflow valve right here. Or 2, on the inside, you have a panel where you can check your battery level in black and gray tanks. There's also a freshwater button. Hold that down. Once this is full, remove that hose. Don't leave this unattended while you're filling it either. So once that's full, remove your hose, put your cap back on, and then whenever you want to utilize this fresh water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. Don't turn on your water pump when using city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we've got water and power. We're gonna go ahead and walk you around the rest of the outside of the unit. Again, your hot water heater's here. These doors can be a little tricky to get on one-handed. There we go. Fresh water, city water. There's an outdoor shower. Underneath here is going to be your freshwater drain. Over here is going to be your low point drains. Again, your power, rear stabilizing jacks. Another access door to your bunk area, which this can fold up and just be all storage. Be sure to keep that locked. Down here is where we'll dump your black and gray tanks, your wastewater and sewer water. You have an accessory hitch right here. Remove your cotter pins to lay that down. Spare tire. Coming over on your campsite here, you got a leash link. A couple of outdoor speakers. You're all prepped for a TV. You can snap a TV on right here. Plug in your 110 and your cable. This is access to the back of your fridge. This is a flue for your furnace. Two things: make sure it's never blocked, and if you are running it, steer clear of it. It does get kind of hot. Your big pass-through storage. You're prepped for solar. You can plug in a solar panel right here, and that'll trickle charge your batteries. On the front, your propane and a regulator, simply lefty-loosey to open. Check your battery posts now and then. Make sure those haven't wiggled loose over time. And that about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look inside. So the first thing I like to point out in every trailer is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Up to your left as you come in is going to be some lights. Your awning light and some interior lights. Up here is your awning control. I just wanted to show you on this awning. You only want to run that out until that flap falls down to 90 degrees and you can see that bar. It will continue to run itself out and up backwards. All of them will, so keep an eye on it when you run that out. Make sure you don't run it out too far. It's still drying, so I want to leave it out for now. Coming through your unit, got a self-explanatory microwave. Got a light and fan. Your glass top here makes a nice backsplash. You will turn this to light. Make sure your gas is on. Use a stick lighter to light these. Above your cooktop over here is going to be a little area where you can see the level of your battery, your fresh water. That's why I said you can hold down to tell when your potable water is full. Your black and gray tanks. Down here's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water, and here's where you turn on your water heater. 110 with GFCI reset. Below that's your furnace intake. Over here's your Dometic Fridge. We'll start up top by turning this on. And that's on. Push auto. Push gas in for auto. Auto means when you're plugged in, you're running off electricity. As soon as you unplug, you'll go to gas. Lift up on that gas. Now you're running strictly off gas. And if that light comes on, check your gas. Down below your fridge is your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. And to the right of that is your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Now the reason I mentioned that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are out dry camping somewhere, nothing plugged in charging your battery, disconnect one of your battery posts to keep this from running your battery down while you're gone. Step into the bathroom real quick. I mentioned that you have a hand crank open. Power exhaust vent in here. Shower and sink there. Your lighting is one touch. USBs. Of course you saw from the outside that this will fold up for storage. If you wiggle this tabletop up, those legs will remove. You can put this tabletop on these lips. Put your back cushions on top. Gives you another little sleeping area. More one touch lighting. USB 110 over your bed. Come back over here to your thermostat. Turn your furnace on. Hear that running? I'll shut that off. Now you'll notice that the furnace takes a few minutes to run through before it shuts off. On the ceiling is your AC unit, which you can shut off right away. Under your bed, grab this handle here. That's going to give you all kinds of storage access, as well as access to your water pump and water lines for bypassing for winterizing. Also prep for TV up here. TV plugs in here. If you hook one up, see this green light? Make sure that green light's on before you run a digital channel scan at the park. That is a digital channel enhancer, and that'll allow you to pick up more channels. Well, that about covers everything on the inside. Let's act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. So we will bring in our awning, shut these lights off, because then I can see any individual lighting that I need to walk through and shut off. A lot of one-touch lighting, which is cool because you can just leave one of these on at night and light up the whole trailer still. Got all your lights off. I'm going to turn this one back on and say doors and drawers. Make sure all your doors and drawers are closed. Everything's secure for travel, so nothing's going to snap open and spill on you going down the road. Shut your lights off and exit the unit. Now, a couple things out here on your awning. Do not open your awning with your door all the way open. It will run into it up here. So make sure your door is at least at 45 degrees for running your awning in and out. For bringing these steps in, I'm going to have to bring the awning in. Because you have to have this door all the way open in order to bring those steps up. Run them in real quick. Alright, we got our awning in. Now again, I'll show you. You need to have this door all the way open. Otherwise, this could catch on your door when it comes in. You see how close it comes when it does. Get this locked in here. Lock and deadbolt your exterior door. Lift and turn this handle. At this point, we will unhook our power, our water, and our cable. Bring up our stabilizing jacks. If we are out dry camping, get up underneath there and empty your freshwater tank. Otherwise, hook up your hitch and head on up to the dump station. Now at the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is going to be all the way at the rear of the unit on your driver's side of your tow vehicle. 10-foot hose comes with your convenience pack. Hook that up and pull your sewer outlet connection. Once that sounds like it's no longer draining, you can go inside. You can hold down that black tank button to tell when that's empty. Once it is empty, close your black tank and pull your wastewater. That's going to be cleaner water. It's your sinks and your showers. That'll clean your sewage hose out for you. Then you can conveniently and sanitarily store your sewage hose right in your bumper. Lastly, we're going to come up here. We're going to dump our low point drains. Open up those. When those are done, come to your hot water heater. Lift up on this pressure release valve. That's going to dump the remainder of your hot water out of your hot water heater. Put that down, and then you can remove that drain plug. Be sure to close this door back up. Some people forget for travel. And head on home. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this wolf pup for many years to come. Happy camping.